Lady A, that last one, my last point, I was reading a lot on that, and I didn't realize this. Now I understand it more since I read a lot on it. Is the variance that has a trickle, a domino effect, if I must say, a domino effect when it comes to a serious virus or a virus period. They break off, and I learned this. I felt like a doctor today, right? They break off. I say so. You have the COVID, right? And then you have once they get to a mutation, going to a mutation process, they start to break off, and that creates all these variants. That can probably lead to some. They say some can last, and some no, some die off, some last. So now they're studying, or they're still doing the research on that, is that they're finding out that these variants are causing other issues when it comes to, related to COVID-19. So they're saying, okay, you may not have COVID-19. Now you got the P1, the P2, the B1. I was like, they gave them all these names, as far as COVID-19, but they're still doing.
Well, but then that's kind of like the flu. Remember
Mhm.
when originally the flu came out, there was only one type of flu.
Right,
Now there's like two types of flu. You could have A, B, whatever the hell it is.
right, right, right. And
So, I mean, anything.
yeah, and I say that to say that just because you think your family member doesn't have the COVID-19, they may have a P1, P2, or B1, those type of colds, and it may feel just like a cold, but it can be serious. They don't know yet. They're still doing. The scientists are still studying, but they're starting to develop. I think the countries they're seeing most in. They're starting to see it come in the U.S. As of the end of January, but um, one of the other countries that was on there, and I'm trying to remember the countries. I want to say Singapore was one of them. They're seeing more cases of that, where the variants are just being massive. And where was it? I think it's Africa was on there, um, and I think I can't remember, but anyway, they're starting to see these studies, see these variants come up. So variants come up. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Help me out, fat followers, if I'm not pronouncing that right. I'm not a doctor, I'm not an English major, but hey, help me out. But anyway, yeah, they starting to see that. So we got to be really careful. Just because we think that this COVID-19, we may be seeing light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know when this thing is going to end. We still wearing masks, so I don't know when this thing is going to end. But it could be that you may not catch that, but you may catch this. So we got to be really careful coming around our family and respect that this COVID stuff is serious, man. It is really serious, and I just don't see light at the end of the tunnel anytime soon. But we just got to understand that, hey, just because one died off, it's like that. Remember that guy, that comedian, Robin Harris, when he said he did Baby's Kids, we don't die, we multiply. I thought about that today when I was reading about that. Was that shit? That damn COVID said we don't die, we just multiply.
Yeah, but because you may have the variants of it, doesn't mean that if you give it to someone else, they're not going to get the full blown version of it.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? It depends on their body.
Right, right, right.